This is 5 Minutes with Mike. Our news, our voice, our issues. Believe that. All right. So the first person we're going to talk about is the rapper Jay-Z. Now, Jay-Z is still one of my, as far as rappers concerned, one of my favorite rappers of all time. He's in my top 10 list.
This episode of 5 Minutes with Mike is brought to you by the upcoming children's book Mila, Don't Do That by Michael D. Beckford and Mila D. Beckford. You turned on the stove without my permission. Mila, don't do that. You knocked over the toys and now you made a mess. Mila, don't do that.
Mila, Don't Do That is now available for pre-order. Link in the description below. And obviously he's probably in the top 10 of a lot of hip hop heads and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a dope MC. No doubt about it. But Jay-Z's recently made some moves that kind of allowed him an admission into the sellout university. So what was those movies? Well, one of the moves was back a few years ago when Colin Kaepernick was kneeling, and Jay-Z came to the NFL's defense based upon obviously a deal that he got with the NFL to do the Super Bowls. Now, no one still has seen the specific terms, meaning i.e. how much money he made off that deal from the NFL specifically. Apparently he still has the deal because his group Rock Nation still puts on the Super Bowls, right, each year. But either way, Jay-Z came in and said, you know what? Hey guys, we're over kneeling, basically. We're over kneeling. We're over that kneeling stuff. We passed the kneeling. All the while, Colin Kaepernick was at the height of his career, and he decided to make a stand against the injustice when it came down to police violence, when it came down to the George Floyd incident. He made a stand, well, I shall say he kneeled, to show, hey, I stand with those that are in these situations that are unfavorable to them because of the dominant society, the weight that the dominant society has placed upon them. So we had that situation where Colin put a knee down, and Jay-Z got the check. All right. Now, the next thing, Jay-Z recently, there was this Target boycott. Now, honestly, the boycott contest has pretty much fizzled against Target. I don't know what's really going on with that. Now, during the height of the boycott, around the time that Trump was reelected, and then there was all the stuff with the DEI and things of that nature. Target was one of the main targets that the black community decided to go after because they were one of the biggest proponents at one point when it came down to diversity, equity, and inclusion from their products, from their distributors, black-owned companies that they distributed to their stores. And then, unfortunately, with the election of Trump, a lot of that stuff has changed. And so, yeah, the black community revolted. And Target lost a lot of money in the process. So, Jay-Z, decided that this year to release his vinyl album exclusively through Target. So there was another thing that the black community was like, whoa, bruh, whoa, we over here trying to, do this boycott thing. And then once again, you go cross party lines, essentially. And so, yeah, he got a lot to question and answer for. And I know Jay-Z recently, like I said, I love his work as an artist, and he recently sold out, claimed that he sold out the stadium in New York, Yankee Stadium, 3 times over. It still doesn't negate the fact that people feel the way they feel. This presentation of 5 Minutes with Mike is brought to you by the groundbreaking book HOMEBOYS by Michael D. Beckford. See what other individuals have to say about this book. Then grab your copy today, wherever books are sold.